I moved 2 years ago at 23 from Germany to Nairobi in Kenya because sometimes being an entrepreneur in a foreign country is not always easy. You have your challenges, you have your doubts. And what I was fighting with, especially for the past couple of days and the last even 2 to 3 weeks, was the content journey I'm on right now. While doing also marketing and business consulting for other companies, I'm also trying to really start inspiring more and more people that have the same vision and the same dreams as I do. But I feel like I felt lost because I was also new to this journey. And in today's video, I want to show you how I winded down, how I set myself down and took some time off to get my creativity back and to figure out what I actually want to make. That I can help you much better, I can inspire you better, and we can all grow as a community to do the things we actually want to do. My name is Marvin, and 2 years ago at 23, I moved from Germany to Nairobi in Kenya. And since then, I've been traveling the African continent quite a lot. I'm trying to showcase you the different business opportunities you have on the continent, how life is, and how the African countries actually look like. So let's dive into the topic of today's video. Let me tell you how I found my creativity back and figured out what I actually want to do in terms of my content. For the ones who know, being an entrepreneur and trying to make your money yourself and trying to build a business is not always the easiest decision to make. Because you always face different struggles, you always will face new challenges, you always have to grow and continue developing yourself to make things work, and otherwise you will lose for sure. And for the ones that doesn't know, be sure what you want to do and be aware that you also need to give up a lot of time. Sometimes we think being self-employed, having an own business is much easier than just working for someone, but this is not always the case, because at this point I'm investing, I would say, 2 times more time from developing my business, for figuring out what I want to do and building everything I do, than when I would have just worked in a normal job. So it's not always easy, but it's definitely rewarding because you get flexibility, you get freedom, you get to decide what to do, you get to decide when to do it, and you can just do what makes you happy when it makes you happy as well. But in return, you also have to sacrifice a lot of time, and you need to be ready for it mentally for sure. And a couple of weeks ago, since I started creating content again, what I now take in as a part of inspiring people to do the same thing that I did and to just pursue the things they actually want. If it's making a move to the African continent, if it's something else, starting their own business, whatever it is, I'm trying to make more content to inspire more and more people, and that we grow together as a community and can help each other out with these things. I also, on the way, I lost a bit of the track, what I actually wanted to do. Now I know that I want to inspire as many people as I can. But when I started again, I think it was now 8 weeks ago, I wasn't aware of what I actually want to do content about. I was just trying to make some things here and there. And after the first 5, 6, 7 videos, I think I was able to acquire 2,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I was able to get over 100,000 views, what felt good. But I still felt empty, to be very honest. I wasn't following the purpose I have now in my mind, because I was just trying to do things that work, that people watch, and give some insights about the country where I'm staying right now here in Kenya, and about other issues I know about the African continent. And because I felt like that, I was also a bit brain foggy. I was a bit lazier than usually because I was just not feeling the things I was doing. And what I do sometimes to get out of this feeling is to just leave my comfort zone, leave my house, and I stay for 1, 2, or 3 nights at a different location, maybe in the middle of the nature, to just free my mind and get some more inspiration, start reading more, start thinking about the things I do more, and work a little bit less. And this time I chose the Brandy bus here in Nairobi because it's not too far away. It's based in Karen, so it's just a 40-45 minutes drive from where I live. And I saw this location quite a few times already online here and there, the Brandy bus, and it looked so unique. And it's just simply based in the middle of nature, so you can really wind down. And they also had a nice little garden area. They had trees surrounding them. I felt like I was in the middle of nature and could actually relax my mind a little bit. And I started reading again. I started making nice food again. I could just spend some time being offline as well, to just wind down and start deeply thinking about the things I want to do on my YouTube channel as well. I was thinking just a lot about the lessons I've learned, the problems I had, the challenges I faced, and how I overcame them already. From there on, I understood what my new purpose is while making the content. So for instance, I'm not sure if maybe some of you are aware what the shiny object syndrome is. It's basically, just for the ones that don't know, it's basically just that if you see an idea, if it's business-wise, if it's content-wise, it was content-wise for me, but it also happened to me business-wise. You see something new and you think this would be much easier and much better for you to pursue. So you jump onto the next thing and jump onto the next thing without actually just focusing on one thing. In the end of the day, you did like 10 different things. In the time you could have just focused on the one thing you actually want to do, and you get no outcome in the end of the day. And this is what happened to me, like in terms of the videos I tried to make. I was trying to figure out what my true passion is and what I want to do. But the thing is, while searching on YouTube for these kind of things, these kind of videos, watching other people's videos, I understood it quite late, and I was just seeing, oh, this video worked well. This kind of content worked well. So I was just pursuing. I was like, okay, how can I just use it for my audience? How can I use it for the people that like actually care about the things I talk about? And try to make this without actually thinking deeper and just like looking into myself and listening to myself and like just having conversations about these things. And this is why exactly the Brandy Bus helped me. And these 2 days I just stayed there for 2 nights, but it was even raining in this time, like most of the time. It was still a very, very helpful experience for me because I could put down my laptop. I worked barely. I didn't use my phone that much. I just went out into the nature, visited the Karen Blixen Museum in this time. I just walked around the nature park there they have. I was just really trying to soak up my environment, thinking a lot, reading a bit more than usually, and just try to have conversations with as many people as possible in this time to help me figure out myself a bit better. So I was asking them questions like, how did you manage to get over a phase like this? I was talking about the things I did, trying to understand the things they did to get to where they are right now at this point in their life. And I would say the most important thing that this day showed me is that I actually just need to look into myself when I need answers. And during this time I had quite a few conversations with some people that went, of course, to say through some similar things than I did, what is not unusual when you're into entrepreneurship and trying to build up your own things for yourself. And they just helped me to understand that I just need patience and I just need to look into myself. And they were basically just asking me questions. And then from there, I started to understand what I needed to do. So why am I saying this? So in this case, for me, I just understand how important it is to sometimes, even if I like to work a lot as well and to focus on my things and to put in 60, 70, 80 hours sometimes if I really are down for this project and like want to change something with this. But in this time, even putting in all these efforts were not very helpful for me because my mind was just empty and I couldn't think straight. And I was very happy that I made the decision to stay at the Brandy Bus because it was first of such a unique location. Second off, it was surrounded by nature. And the third thing is that I just found the answer I needed because I spent some time offline, spent some time in the nature, in a unique place, and could find some people that could help me through this journey. So all of this is to say that also when you are pursuing some kind of business, if you are moving to a different country, if whatever you do, and sometimes you feel like you can work as much, but with very, very little outcome, I think sometimes it's time for a creative break. And for a creative break, you also might need a nice scenery like the Brandy Bus in the middle of the nature, something that's very unique and special to you, where you can really wind down instead of staying maybe at your house if it's possible for you, to just reset your mind a bit, think about some things, write some things down, start journaling, start listening to more podcasts, start listening and reading some more books, just to get different perspectives and just like and also to clear your mind from the things you're trying to consistently work on. This is at least what helped me. And I hope this helps you if you're also an entrepreneur, if you're also having challenges sometimes to think straight and to make progress with some things. And this was my experience of like winding down a little bit here at the Brandy Bus in Nairobi, Kenya. I'm very, very happy that I made the decision because now I feel like I'm so much more energized. I'm ready to take over again. I have more energy. I'm feeling like myself again, if I have to be honest with you. I was not feeling like myself for the past couple of weeks because I had these questions in my head. And then there's one last thing I want you guys to do. And this is, what do you do to just relax your mind, to get creative ideas, and put them down below in the comments and let me know. Maybe it can help me, but maybe it can also help some of the other people that are watching these videos, so we can help each other as a community and grow together and improve together. Just watch some of the other videos I also placed here about Kenya's development, my journey of moving here, entrepreneurship, and everything on African matters. So thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next video.